All right, folks, we are live. We're going to be doing Twisted Sticks Feel Good Tour. Had to do a testing video right before this, so I hit maybe 10 shots, 15 total, but we're going to do kind of a quick warm-up, hopefully get the round in, and try my best. I don't want to step on the Elite 8 match going on, take it low and commish, but this was the quickest I could get out here, so should be a good one. Let me switch a couple things. Projector's kind of making a weird noise. A little bit louder than usual. Hopefully it's not on its way out. All right. Was hitting some better shots yesterday. Didn't really hit any great ones while I was playing, but I went back to the range after. I hit irons and driver until I felt like I was at least hitting it decent. I need to get back to hitting down and through it more with the irons. A little bit more like that. Been hitting driver decent past couple days, so hopefully that continues. I'm hoping that the taller tee gets a little bit of consistency back. Be nice. And I was back to pulling up on it, catching it thin. Wish Mevo Gen 2 had a range like that. Unit's so accurate, but the software's dated. What's going on, buddy? Itola Rock and Rolla. That's a pretty good name if I said that right. I've never used a Mevo. I know some people that had them and went over to camera-based units because they were indoors. I have heard really, really good things about the club data and the impact data if you have, like, I think it's an extra package. But this is, I think you can use the Mevo. You'd have to get a gaming computer and pay for this. But this is called GSPro is the software. I'm using the Square Golf launch monitor, and the software is GSPro. Those are separate. So I'm fairly certain, I'm almost positive you can connect the Mevo to GSPro if you wanted to. GSPro is $250 a year. That was terrible. $250 a year, no matter what, and you need a pretty decent gaming computer to be able to run it. Doesn't have to be like top of the line, but you need a dedicated graphics card, whether it's a TOEI, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. Trying to get more weight forward. I'm still, even that, try to have my weight forward, and I'm still catching them thin. A little bit better, but it didn't draw. It's weird how like that approach wedge when I hit those 100-yard shots, and that choke down approach wedge seems fine distance-wise, and then as soon as I hit this pitching wedge and then everything else, I'm still down like a club. A little bit better there. Still toey though. All right. Despite taking a lot of swings, the body doesn't feel too bad. So maybe a couple 8 irons, a couple hybrids, a couple drivers, and then we'll do it. FFK, what's up, buddy? You got any tips for irons? You got all the tips for driver. Iron play and iron striking has been inconsistent at best as of late. Even that's not terrible, but that's a 144 8 iron. I like seeing this thing go closer to like 155, 160. It is colder though today. I don't know if Rich played. I assume he did. Last I left him is I was helping him for that was maybe like hour, 2 hours, and I was watching him hit balls. I kept telling him it was pretty fun. Watching him kind of match up his yardages and test out the putting and the wedges and stuff. I don't know if he played after. I think he may have played with Take It Low, but he seemed to like it. Focus on your release of the club head. The rest will take care of it. Drive the green. Drive the green. Don't hit irons. That's your tip. That's better. A little bit, despite the draw, still a little bit heely. But we'll take that. I don't even care necessarily on the distance. I just need to feel like I hit it well. Like if they just feel terrible when I've been catching everything thin. Thin and heely is like the worst combination. Those just feel terrible. That was at least like compressed. So yeah, down maybe three yards to my 155. That's not bad. Yeah. You're not wrong, FFK. You're not wrong. Hopefully, though, we get some... That's not bad. Well, hopefully we get some Newtonian physics going on, though, and I don't have to hit a ton of these hybrids and long irons. Hopefully it's just wedges. Hopefully it's driver wedge, driver wedge. All right, that doesn't feel too bad. Now we see how the driver's going to do. I did put the club sticker on it, so we should have club data now for the old Newton 6-dot fast motion. Is it Newton fast motion? Newton fast motion 6-dot with the TaylorMade QI 4D core head, which is 8 degrees, turned down to probably about 6.5. It's one click up from lower, but I've just been calling this thing the 4-wheel drive. The course, I don't even know. I do like the thumbnail and I do the title. We play all these different courses. It's like North something. It's the Feel Good Tour for Twisted. All right, yesterday I was setting up with my head way behind the ball. Not terrible for the first swing. I know for a fact, though, that one was more of like almost a 3-wood swing. I know for a fact I'm not hitting up on it quite as much as I was before I got hurt. So that's only 3.7 up, but it makes sense. I've had a lot lower VLA for most of these. .4 up, 0.7 into out, a little bit of a close face. That checks out. Still kind of 1,300 spins, a bit of a mishit, but that's not bad. Feel good never feels good. We'll see how we do. That wasn't bad for me, but seeing Rich hit his hit his 3-wood last night, 275 off the deck with like 160 ball speed. It's not bad for me, but there's some guys out there that can move it. Oh, high toe ball. .6 up. .3 up. That's kind of what I've been doing. So instead of, I'm used to about 6 degrees. That's probably, I'm hovering maybe 4 or 5 degrees. That was 158, 2000 spin, 273, 294. That's kind of been what we've been doing as of late, which I don't mind. I can play that all day. Oh. Down goes the putter. Let's just hit a putt until we get a 0-0, I guess. Oh, I was clicked on the wrong screen. Post the front leg, don't slide. I gotta do better at that. I kind of drag. I gotta do better at a lot of stuff, but a little bit of a push. Felt it. Seemed like though, Rich, I mean, he was only using it for a little bit. I think he said he may fix his slider that he has on the Unicore to be able to putt from a different spot. But from what I saw over the course of maybe an hour, hour and a half, however long it was, you couldn't really tell much difference between the two units, as crazy as that may sound. He doesn't have the impact, and he doesn't have club speed. But he was saying, apparently the Unicore, whatever one he has, I guess the light, has no processing power on it, so it sends everything to the computer to process, and it like overloads and taxes his computer. So he was saying yesterday while he was using it that he could barely hear his computer versus like the fan spinning up. Sliding lowers the launch, posting increases the launch. So he said, which makes sense. He said he may cancel. If he gets it, he's got to send it in, I think, to get it fixed. He may change his mind anyways, but what he said yesterday is what he was thinking about keeping the Unicore, because obviously he already has it and paid for it kind of thing. Canceling the subscription, but that will still allow him to use the Unicore range. And he said if he wants to work on his swing, he'll hook up the Unicore, but for using GSPro, he may just use the Square with no subscription. Which basically, to me, and I'm pushing these, sounds like probably 99% of the time Square, as long as it works all right for him. And then maybe the 1% of the time where he wants to get the Unicore out and work on his swing with the impact and everything else, pull out the Unicore. All right, let's do it. We're going to have to download this course. I went through last night and deleted like 30 courses again. Hopefully we just do about 14 or 15 of those drives that I ended on. The 270 in the air baby draw would be nice. Swing feels all right though, so I think we may Northbrook Golf and Grill. I don't know what I put. I think I put Northbrook Golf Course maybe. It's by Jay Pruitt, if I'm not mistaken, who does a really good job. I wouldn't be surprised if we get into the low 160s on a couple of these, maybe by hole like 3 or 4. I'm wondering, checking in the Discord, crushing it. I think he was at like a work outing or something. Wherever he was, he picked up a QI 4D. It was an LS head though. It was 9 degrees and it was LS. I'm curious what he thinks out of the LS. Granted, he doesn't have the core, so it's gonna be tough to compare. But I'm kind of wondering, and I don't know what the LS is like. I'm wondering how much more forgiving the core is than the LS. All right, why are we stuck on 99? There we go. All right, 5,400. I like it. Normal, 11, 5-foot gimme. So, if I'm reading between the lines from old Commissioner Captain Frank, usually the gimmies have been bigger, but it seems like the feel good now is going to be based on the distance, not the gimme circle, at least for this round. All right. Hit a flyover. Haven't done one of those in a while. Hit a flyover for the first hole, par 4, 303. So he must be playing like the Reds or something, I would assume. Clouds look cool. Little stutter. I should double check. I'm going to double check the settings real quick. Sometimes it defaults over. No, that's a weird resolution. They should both be 1920 by 1080. All right. Let's aim a little bit up the right. See how we can do here. Low launch again. Whoa. Is there elevation? That's not a terrible start. How'd that go so far? Zero feet, huh? All right. Eagle putt to start it off. 13-footer. We've got 1, 2 going this way. It's gonna be pretty straight. I'm just gonna leave it. $13-footer. Let's go. Booyah. Booyah. Hopefully the shorter course, we have a lot of those, but I don't remember the last time we started off with an eagle. .405 par 5. Oh boy. Get down. For how bad that was, it's not horrendous. 142 up 4 out of the rough. Try a 9 iron or 8 iron rather. Go. Okay. Another 13-footer. It is uphill, but it will turn a little. Try that. Go. Go. Whew. Oh, I forgot that was par 5. 2 eagles in a row to start it. I was thinking that was a bird. All right, all right. 4 under through 2. Should have done this course for the break 50. Off to a good start. That's about as good of a start as we can have there, Toast. Hang on.
Golf's tip $4.99 through Super Chat. Where is Hosel and what did you do to him?
Well, we're back. We're back. Appreciate the super chat, FFK. We are back. Trying to hit it too hard. Good start there. Swing feels pretty good. I'm getting too quick. Appreciate the super chat, though. To be fair, it's only 5,000 yards or whatever I said. 5,400. Now, we got a little bit of trouble. I think, I don't know. This is one of those where it's tough to tell how close the tree actually is. I guess we'll aim. We're just going to go right at it. If we catch it, we catch it. I'm going to try to hit 86 out of the rough. Like a 9,500. I have a feeling we may catch it, but no, 74. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh boy. 40. I think it's the same method. We're probably going to catch it again, but like, I don't know if we could have even gone out sideways on that one. This one we can go over here and I guess try to draw. That's just trees. I guess draw a 60 degree. Sit. Oh, we didn't clip anything either. Oh, God. All right, this is for par. $19 up to 20 out of the rough. Call it maybe 22, 23. So on like a 17, 18. $15. I want this hole back already. We're going to putt it. $1.2 right. 17 up to 19. 1.2 push off the start. It's a good amount. We're up 2.6. What I've been doing is playing a foot per degree up or down. So I'll play this about 2.5 feet more. So like a 21.5 footer, somewhere in there. Double. There goes the eagle. At least one of them. Eagle, eagle, double as a start here. 140. Try to hit a nice smooth 9-iron in there. Go. It needs to go another 10 yards. $17-footer. Not doing much. I spoke too soon. Hey, we're still 2 under through 3. Not terrible. We get this for bird would be really nice. Go back to 3 under. Those trees were rough. I mean, it was all the tee shot. That's kind of how the driver game's been. I can hit some really good ones and then do that. Let's go. That's big. Call. Back to 3 under. We'll get it back. Hopefully that's the only blemish. That freaking double. All right. 4-wheel drive. Need it back. Hit it better, but it didn't draw, and I aimed right. Get through it. Get through it. Get through it. All right. That was the anti-duck hook swing right there. 63 out of the rough. Up to 64. I think I need about probably about 60. $58, go. No. 60 wouldn't have been close either. Bad math, I guess. 13 up to almost 15, probably plus another 6 or 7. 21, 22. So I need like a 16, 17. $18. All right, we'll take pars. Yeah, it's fun, Frank. The shorter distance. I just went eagle, double. This is a little bit of everything here so far. Eagle, double, birdie, par. I was saying before I started, it looks like you brought the gimme circle back down, but you made the feel good more distance oriented this week. $162. Oh, no way. That should have ran forever. That thing like got stuck in the ground like that was soft fairways. All right, 102. We need like a 97. I'm struggling to draw the other clubs, but I can seemingly somehow still draw this one. Toad it. Get right. Right. Oh, geez. $15-footer. This is one of those, like, the further you go up, the more it breaks. But I don't know. I just want to be in the circle. Mixed bag of scores. Leave us guessing. Well, hopefully this is a par. This is a miracle for a birdie, but hopefully it's a tap-in par, Boogeyman. Congrats on the other ace. Number 57, hole-in-one for Boogeyman. Oh, no. I babied it, too. I thought that was going to come in the side door. We'll take that, though. We already got one stroke back from that stupid double. One more birdie, and then we forget about it. Low toe, but I think that's going to be okay. What was that? 3.5 up? Makes sense with the lower VLA as of late. I don't think, between injury and lack of flexibility, I don't think I have quite as much of that motion of getting it launched, especially on some days. Out of the rough, 99 down to 98. We'll go there and hit like it's close to the number, maybe a 96, 95, 96. Between 95 and 98 would be great. Maybe. No spin out of the rough. Go. Need 98. All right, we get this one to go, and we erase the double. 11-footer. Pretty darn straight, uphill. First dot's moving right to left. So I'm going one click. One click left. Let's go, caw-caw. Four under through 8. That's one of the, this is gonna be one of those rounds where I say if I could only have turned that double into like a par, I'd be 6 under, or actually 4 under through 7. I'd be 6 under through 7, but it's not the way it goes. Man, this is a narrow green. I'm gonna try to hit an 8-iron in there. I don't know if it's gonna get there. Nope, that's definitely not getting there. God, that's bad. Trying to hit it hard and it goes nowhere. Trying hard to hit down on that too. Like that was, according to the score, 6.4 degrees down. That's a good amount for me on an 8-iron. Maybe I gotta stop doing that. Maybe I gotta go the other way. 21 out of the rough, up to 22. Call it 23, 24. So I need like an 18 or 19. Go. 11%. So that was an 18.4. I caught it thin, but I lost 5 yards on that. 11%. That should have been a perfect number. wasn't a great shot, but it was supposed to work out for a good number. And now that's not even close. Guess you need the VLA on those. Bladed it. See ya. Stabbing at it. At least it's interesting. You guys are out there watching. Bogeyman called it. We don't know what you're going to see next. All right, it's basically 12 down to 11. The good news is the body's feeling good enough to where I can have some angry swings after these and actually try to swing hard, take out some frustration before I'd have to tame it down. That last line is throwing me off, but we'll try that. It does come back a little. One click in. All right. It's honestly a decent bogey save, all things considered, but 3 under. 400-yard par 4, though. 416 uphill. Let's swing hard, but try to stay under controlled here. Why does it have us aimed at 123? Not terrible. I swung pretty hard at that to only get 257. It was spinny. Spinny. Try an 8 iron. Better. Towed it, but better contact. Better distance, too. 18. Technically downhill. First dot's going left to right, and then it's these ones in the middle. I don't know. Gotta have J Glove show me how he reads greens one of these days. He picks like the halfway point where it's breaking the most or something. Oh, no. It actually wasn't a bad line. Just hit it through the break. Birdie. I didn't even realize that was for eagle. Probably not a driver hole by the looks of it. What is this? Maybe. We're still going to hit it. But we may run into that if I happen to catch it good. Boomerang ball. High toe. Yikes. Well. Oh, this is a round of what could have been. Penalty push-ups. Where are we dropping? In the deep? I'd rather not. Lateral, flag line. I don't want to re-hit. Can I move back? Trying to find something. I'm a little bit further back here, but that looks like it's on the flatter side. 135 out of the rough. Did you come at a bad time? Look at the scorecard, J Glove. We went, this is the feel good tour. Look at the scorecard. We went eagle, eagle, double, birdie, par, par, birdie, bogey, birdie. And now I just had a water ball. You came at a time. I don't know. Right now it's a bad time. Next hole would be a good time. I don't hate that. It's a baby draw. I just didn't start it far enough right. I don't think I aimed far enough right. This would be a great par save, but this is a nasty putt. Now I need a snowman bogeyman. I need a snowman, an albatross, and maybe an ace. And then that'll be, maybe I can just quit golf after that. It'll be the entire gamut of golf possibilities in one round. It's uphill. I don't know. Honestly, inner circle, take the bogey and move on. Oh, it's not even close to enough. What am I doing? Stay there. Terrible. I deserve it based on that putt. Come in the room, face down on the floor. Hand lotion and tissue paper. Comment of the day right there, J Glove. Comment of the day. Bogeyman's had a couple good ones too. J Glove's always good for a good comment. We got to be careful. Most of us, I feel like, do a pretty good job of towing the line in terms of not saying anything crazy, kind of poking jabs and whatnot. However, just so we're clear, there are certain things that we can't say. Generally speaking, on the pretty far extreme side of things that you don't want to say, which are like the obvious ones, but a little disclaimer there. Nothing you guys have said though. You're good. All right, we're going 8-iron again. J Glove School of Putting. No, that wasn't too much. That just made me think of something recently that was too much. So I figured I maybe not, I mean, make it at least somewhat clear. Probably no one's watching this, but 99% of the stuff I say is like sarcastic. so I'm not meaning anything I say, but there are a select few words you don't want to say. I'll leave it at that. Toad it, go. Go, go, go. Oh, now sit, 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 sit. Love it when the ball listens. Caw, caw. Put that in your tissue paper J glove. All right. We are due for a decent drive, and this sets it up good. I don't want a boomerang. Kind of need a boomerang. I don't want one, but I'll take one. Come on, Newton. It's kind of boomeranging. Get out of the trees. Kick right, kick right, kick right. Dang. A little less boomerang. That's like pin high on the green. "20 years of construction. Try to keep a job site PG online." I hear you. Everyone has different guidelines of what they abide by, but I don't. That's probably the first time you guys have ever heard me say anything, so nothing that you guys have said. I just figured I'd put that out there. But feel free. You got anything mean to say about me, go for it. I think it's funny. I can take it. Uphill 14. We're gonna give it another 7 up to 21. We've been getting destroyed by these freaking dynamic penalties lately. So I want to hit this 16 if it's 21, somewhere in there. Basically, what I'm saying is FFK has a potty mouth. That's what I'm saying. "18 sit." Oh, it did. Fuck off. This is a cool hole. 98 down to 96. So we want like a 90. You playing tonight, J Glove? What time you getting out there? You're gonna let me know one night if you're playing a little bit on the earlier side. We can play something. Oh God. It's a pull toe. It's almost a hook with a freaking approach wedge, and it's 10 yards too long. Oh man, I deserve all of this 30-footer down to 23. I could use the first. I'll even take the second best putter in GSPro right now. I could definitely use the first, but I would take the second best putter in GSPro for this one. At least for the read. Man, it speeds up in the middle. And it's downhill a ton. What do we think? Hopefully miss it on the high side. 23. Turn. Not bad speed. I pulled it. It was too much break, but we'll take a par. 8 p.m. Let me know any day if, like, I know you were fitting in the quick stuff yesterday earlier, but if you're ever on like 6 p.m., I know earlier than that's probably tough, but around like 6 p.m.-ish any night, let me know. Whether it's on like this weekend or whatever. That'd be fun. I looked at that. You mentioned his area code, that Mike, the Mike O guy, Mike from Maine. I looked at his channel, and he has a Patriots jersey. I think he's a another fellow kindest people in the world, New Englander up here. All right, let's try that. Run, baby, run. Kind of low toe, but it ain't bad. $40 up to $42-ish. What's this green doing? All right. Like a 37, I guess. Somewhere in there. $27. I did catch it thin. Man. A little delay, a little bit longer delay than usual on that one too from the square. Held me in suspense. Normally you're cooking. We have a lot of studs kitchen folk around here. Usually, I know it's not. I used to work in a kitchen, so I know how to cook too. But generally speaking, you don't see a ton of guys. It seems like though, kind of a pattern. Guys with Sims, there's a decent amount of guys that like to cook and are good at it. They cook up some good stuff. But yeah. Anyways, that point aside, later on the week, this weekend, if you want to do something, I turn into a pumpkin after about 8:30, and my ball speed falls off a cliff with everything else. I mean, it's breaking, but it's not a ton. It's pretty far uphill. Try that. 42. Simmer. Oh, wow, that broke a lot. I suck at reading those big uphill ones. I always think that they're just going to come out straight because it's that far uphill, and they do not. Ooh, 253. Is this even 3-wood? It's definitely not driver. It's probably even shorter to the hole. What is this? Yeah, I guess it's 3-wood. If I hit it good, it's possibly off the back, but I guess we'll take that as a good miss. This will likely draw, but in case it doesn't, I'd rather not be in those stupid trees again. Wife works at the post office, not home till 7:38. Hate cooking, love grilling food though. Me too. So, and I mean, I did everything in the kitchen. Started as like a dishwasher, and then kind of did everything: fry, cook, actual cooking. I'm not a massive fan of cooking either. Like, I don't like baking, but I do love grilling. I spent the most time on the grill. I was talking to Dankster Ryan. Ryan's a really good cook. There's a couple guys in there that are really good cooks in the Discord. But I was saying I used to get down on like the big double, triple burner grill. And the flat top was awesome. There used to be like a pretty massive, probably about the size of this mat, the place I worked at, a big flat top before I think Blackstones were even around. It's pretty sweet. Breakfast burritos, Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. I feel like the face was shut. Oh, jeez. All that time to aim, and I do that. Should have just hit the driver. Now what do we have? 136 into a 254-yard par 4? God. This is a textbook what not to do round here. And I don't know if 9's getting there, because we're up to 140, and then the rough. So like 145, maybe? I need to make sure this goes 140. I don't know if it will. So I think what I'm going to do is hit a choke down 8-iron. Should have backed off that again. That still didn't look right. I tried to readjust the grip and open the face still. And when I put it back down, it still looked like it was like that when I put it down. Yeah, keep me posted for sure. That'll be fun. Oh, you worked at D'Angelo's? Man. You got a Blackstone toast? That's awesome. D'Angelo's is great. I don't think that's probably, it's got to be a Northeast thing, right? Like that's pretty local. What was it? The one with prosciutto, the bomb, maybe it's called, something like that. That was my go-to, and I would do the you pay like the couple bucks extra to get like the pound of meat or half a pound, whatever was in it. Whatever the steak bomb was with prosciutto, that was awesome. They got some good sandwiches there. D'Angelo's is very, very underrated. I know people that used to go there for the lobster rolls. I don't know, you would know better than me. It was probably frozen. That's what we used to do. It was probably frozen, and then you guys put it together with the mayo, but I never got a lobster roll there. Go! Oh, God. That was going to be short anyways. Those shots are tough. That was like try to hit like a 75% kind of punchy 8-iron, and that was still going to be probably 5 yards short. The up and down erratic round continues. .38 out of the roughy rough. We'll call it 40, so I need a 35-ish. .32, and I yanked it. What this round could have been if I actually hit a wedge on the range first. Now we got a 25-footer for par. It is pretty straight, though. So the first dot's going right to left, then left to right, then not moving. Try that, maybe. May just be right edge, though. That was a wonky stroke. That was a bad putt. I brought the thing like back here. Oh, God. 100% frozen. Oh, it's owned by Papagino's? Huh. That kind of makes sense. You make some good subs, though. The lobster, to be fair, the lobster that we used to get, people used to rave about the freaking lobster rolls we used to serve. And people were like, oh, I've been waiting all year. Come back for a lobster roll. Obviously, we never tell them that it was frozen, but they would just come in like probably about this size, like big Ziploc, frozen. You put them either in the fridge, you put them under water to frost them. You just mix it with mayo and salt and pepper pretty much. Sometimes a little bit of sugar, make it a little bit sweeter. But apparently it was just good lobster meat. People can't really tell it's frozen. They probably said the same thing, though, at D'Angelo's. Oh, you guys have the best lobster rolls. We in the rough? I think we're in the rough. That's going to suck. Granted, it's a par 5, but if you guys are playing this after hole number 16, we'll take a look. It should be pretty flat down there. It's only a foot downhill. I bet we'll see the difference in the game versus raw here. So it's only a yard downhill. So in theory, you really shouldn't lose lose a whole lot out of this, but I bet we'll lose, especially with the lower VLA, I bet we'll lose 20, 30 yards. Yeah. Didn't hit it great. It was kind of nosedivey, but 259 raw, 227 in the game. Granted, everyone's going to be hitting driver there anyways, but you are in the rough there. Seasonal aspect. Like the McRib, carried it year round. Thought I said I joined the golf channel. Sounds like Martha Stewart. That's another good chat there from JTB. Welcome to the roller coaster of all roller coaster rounds, JTB. Because you just joined, we'll just keep dwelling on this absolutely brutal scorecard. Here's what we're looking at. So we're currently 4 under. We went eagle, eagle, back-to-back eagle to start off. I don't know if I've ever done that. We went eagle, eagle, double, birdie, par, par, birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie, birdie, par, par, bogey. J Gloves, whoop, wrong button. J Gloves making me do push-ups. Talking about lobster rolls. 23. We want to get it back there, because that kind of falls off right on the landing zone. Probably want to be closer to probably 120 than I am like 117, 118. Yeah, it's not bad. It's one of those. It's been sloppy. Oh, geez. Well, I got it past 120. That was a 126 scold pitching wedge. Pretty good distance. What happened to my grids? G key for ginormous. G key is how you get your grid back. Maybe ginormous is a J, I don't know. 40-footer? Who knows? Best rounds when you black out and don't realize like it's happening. I hear you. Sometimes you look up and you just keep chugging along. I do tend to, if I have a really good round, sometimes I look up and kind of check the scoreboard while I'm playing versus just like going through the motions and keep playing well. This one has just been like comically up and down. Oh man, not bad from there. Easy bird. Short course this week. This is the feel good. JTB or anyone else looking at this. This is the feel good. Frank did 5-foot gimmies, but the distance is really short. 16, you are in the rough though. Can't spell. Minus 17 on feel good. You didn't know until Whisker told you. One time you had 3 pars in a row. FFK. Yeah, he did. He destroyed everyone. That was right when he was going through some swing troubles. He had crazy ball speed, but he's like, I mean, distance doesn't equate over to handicap, which generally I agree with. But he was like, I could hit it. I could hit it 180 ball speed, but it doesn't mean I can get a par. And then he finally did convincing for about 2 weeks. Finally got Joe to move him up, and then he shot his career around. He was like 10 under. And then he got moved back the next week. All right. Come on, Newen. Trying to decide if I want to play something after this, if I want to hit some on the range with driver. Tried to launch that one higher. There's 6.1 up. That contact was pretty bad. At least I can get back to that number, though. That's where I used to cruise at. I just got to get used to swinging like that, I think, and improve on contact if I can do it. He felt bad. No one's gonna believe me on the upper tees now. Well, put it this way: Flying Fat Kid is the Danko of tee sandbagging. I don't know why I'm here. I shouldn't be here. Everyone, no one's gonna believe me. 54 out of the rough uphill. 58. This is gonna be stupid dynamic out of here. Probably need like a 55. $60, maybe. All right, it was a 60. What did we lose out of that? 8%. Caw. Golf Guy Grant, what's up, buddy? Ryan ASU was asking where you were at before. We got to get you to join the YouTube membership, just out of fairness for everyone else that's gracious enough to be a member. And I don't know if you caught the live stream before, but we add you real time. Flying Fat Kid over here forgot to press the one button he needed to press all week, and we needed 2 people. And I didn't have time to respond to you before I went live, but we got FFK and Golf Guy Grant, and then we got, who was it, Mike and Bogey's Backyard in last minute. It's just it's the join button. I don't know if it's anywhere what you're on, either your phone or your computer. I will tell you, I think it's $1 cheaper if you do it through your computer, because Apple, I think, charges $1 if you do it through your phone. I don't know if you're concerned with that or not, but that at least used to be the case. Auto putt this week? No way. Maybe I'll do that next. I was debating. I was setting up the league. I almost did it.
At Golf Guy Grant has become a member.
Let's go, Golf Guy Grant. We're taking home first place this week. We're gonna kick J Glove and FFK's sorry butts in HRG Club this week. Gilded Dunes, SGT 2-man record. These jokers don't know what's coming for them. You'll die on this hill, but FFK and Rich have the best looking swings in Twisted. I mean, not a bad hill to die on. You got a pretty smooth. I was saying it last night. I haven't seen a ton of your swing. We haven't played, but you got I don't know how tall you are, J Glove, but you have a nice, long, smooth swing, at least with irons. I haven't seen a ton of your driver swing, but your iron swing is very, very long and smooth. So you're up there too. I'm trying to think. Appreciate you, Grant. Thank you for becoming a member. There's some smooth swings out there. Problem is, this is the same thing. I go into conversations like this and I feel bad if I don't mention someone. It's definitely not me. I'll tell you that. All right. Let's channel our inner, the real GGG. Try to get something out there. Nope. Boomerang. $137 out of the roughy rough. Up to like 141, probably 145. I don't know. We'll try the 9. I got to hit this really well to get the 9 there. But I don't want to do another one of those stupid choke down 8s. I have not seen a ton of the basketball, but someone was mentioning I think it was maybe Ryan ASU Golf. He mentioned something about you'd be all jacked up from the Hawkeyes win last night. So, congrats. You use down the line to hide your massive sway. I mean, maybe, or maybe it's a sway. Some would call it a sway. Maybe you're just shifting your weight really good. But it looks like you got, just based on your swing, longer, lankier arms. You have a nice, smooth backswing. You come down real nice, and you come through nice and smooth. I need to do more of that. Oh, God. See, that's what I do. I try to hit it hard from up here like an idiot every time. Six under. What could have been? I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised if we see 12. If someone gets off to a start like I had, I would not be surprised with 12 at this course. Double up on me. First time they made the Sweet 16 was 1999. You were juiced. Obi-Wan says you were born, you swing like you were born on a swing plane trainer. Have you ever used one of those? Those are the big metal things that you go whoosh, 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 whoosh. You should probably do that too. That is true. You are very, very on plane. You're slotted, dialed. How far in are they, GGG? Congrats on the win. I'm sure that's awesome. If that's your team, my team is like the Patriots. I was jacked up all NFL season, so congrats. That's awesome. I don't have a dog in the fight. Same thing with brackets as fantasy football. I was lucky enough at this point, probably 5-10 years ago. I won the last time I did the bracket. I won it, and I just gave it up. Same thing with fantasy football. Fantasy football is definitely more of like a, depending on how much you're playing for, a little bit of a more time commitment, kind of part-time job almost. The bracket, you can kind of just select whatever, or if you're a homer, you take those. The one I actually won on was that one of the first times they came out with those like odds-driven automatic brackets. I just said screw it and ended up winning. Never used one. That was your college team. Both Iowa and Iowa State are in the Sweet 16. Man, Midwesterners out there balling. I hate how this covers it up, but I think it's 18 up to 19, probably like a 14. $16 sit. Oh my Lanta. Par. Scared to look at these stats. That is a 6 under with a double and 3 bogeys. Five pars, 7 birdies, 2 eagles, 3 bogeys, 1 double bogey. We didn't get anything for the double plus. We didn't get a hole in one for you, bogey man. And we didn't get an albatross, but that was a little bit of everything there. 305 longest drive, 276 average, 159, 161, 98 feet of total putting. 12 out of 18 greens of regulation. I didn't feel like I hit it quite that good. That's not horrendous. The 4 out of 14, that's pretty standard for me. 2 sand saves, 25 putts. That tree, the trees got me on that one hole, and a couple of those dynamic ones, like that one 18-yard shot that I thought I had the perfect number. I thinned it, but that was some of the bunker shots and some of the rough shots kind of did me in there. Should we do FFKs? I can get down with some auto putt. Where is it? Auto putt break 50? Oh, I love it. Yeah, we're definitely doing this. I know you missed it. Nothing over 150 ball speed this week. No. If anything, we enacted a rule. Old GGG gets to move up a couple boxes for being the new guy. For filling in last minute, he gets rewarded with a couple tee boxes up, I think is what should happen. I mean, I'm his partner, so I'll allow it. It's going to be annoying hitting from a different distance every time, but just to be a team player, I'll allow it. All right. The East Shire Golf Club. Break 50. Red tees, soft greens. Let's go, Flying Fat Kid. You finally had some crazy fun for your league. These are the setups we need every week. I play slow, and I'll be able to play this in like 20 minutes. Got to figure out this driver, though. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what Jay Glove was saying. No, it's a two-man SGT course record, but Jay Glove keeps talking like that. Maybe we'll move you up. This looks pretty good. Is this new? Jay Pruitt, man. Jay Pruitt makes a nice course. Look how good, like, my projector is super crappy. It's like less than $100 projector on Amazon, but look how good the colors look. Everything contrasts, blends well. The trees look awesome. The sky looks awesome. Little bridge there. All right, FFK, let's see. Where's my draw? Oh. Take it low up 6 or 600 to 300 over commission on 12. I was hoping commish. Both really good guys. Good luck to both of them, but I was hoping commish after some of his swing troubles would be able to pull off. He's actually pulled off some wins. I think he's made it further than maybe he even took himself, but he's been playing really well. It's going to be an uphill battle, though. Uphill battle. Take it low is dialed in with that 60 degree if he's using that. He was saying the first couple rounds, he just used the 60 degree literally every shot. He's been playing really, really well lately. And he's back #1 HRG club player. Take it low. K-Rob, it was him. So far, it's only been him and K-Rob. We're on week number 5. The first 4 weeks, it's been back and forth between K-Rob and Take It Low. J Glove's trying to make a push here, joining, what is this, your second or third week? I bet Strong Design Studio will make a push. Golf Guy Grant, if you keep playing, is going to make a push. I'm sitting at 16th place. 26. Should probably check the elevation. And it is auto putt. So I want to get it there. 26 up to 29. Uphill. 33, like a 27 maybe? Yikes. That gimme circle's huge too. That's a bad par. That's 8 yards too long on not a hard shot. 154 ball speed kicked out of HRG club this week. Is that what that was? Third HRG event. Have 2 wins in 2 events. Yeah, great partners. I mean, JTB has been playing really well, but you and K-Rob, the only 2 people with 2 wins, and you guys were partners. The partners, and you guys didn't even play well, right? Was that the one? You guys were partners for like one of the weeks, and you... Was that you, or was that someone else? It was a par 3 week. All right, we're going hybrid. We're going to try to spank something up here. That 3 was looking funny behind the ball. Looking funny like J Glove and FFK. Oh boy, towed it. Don't be wet. 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 Good look at the bridge over here. K-Rob first week, JTB second week. You guys won then? Who is K-Rob? K-Rob was paired with someone and we thought, oh man, it's over. Oh, you got him on the full course week and you won by 3 strokes. It must have been the week before that, before you joined. I forget who his partner was, but he was with another baller. And we were like, all right, the week's over. But they actually, I don't even remember where they finished. It was like middle of the pack, maybe. That was when Take It Low, I think, won with Crossface. All these weeks are starting to blend together, to be honest. 20. Need like a 15. Huge gimme circle. Come on. 13. Go. Soft greens. God, that's so bad. Gilded Dunes, golf guy Grant. Gilded Dunes. Probably my all-time favorite course. I was debating doing it week 1. The only problem is I tried to pick the it was a K Rob and Judd. I tried to pick the shorter ones just for the some of the older guys in the group that don't hit it the furthest. Don't want to punish them, but the problem is there's really no SGT course records that are that short. We'll never do the tips because of that, but I've been alternating. So this week is Gilded Dunes. Next week will be another par 3. I've been going full course par 3 every other week. This course does look really good, though. Jay Pruitt did it. This is Flying Fat Kids League. So far, it's been fun. It's the crazy fun league. There's been crazy soft greens, I'll say that. Gilded Dune should set up nice for you, though. Bomber's Paradise. All right. How about we don't hit the driver like an absolute moron this time? It was high toe. It was still kind of a moronic contact, but oh, generous bounce. 89. Did we try to get the 56 there? You usually got to step on it pretty good to get about 80 out of it. Bomber's Paradise, Jack Wagons. Yeah. That's like a pretty full swing. That's still going to be short. It's going to spin too. That's basically as far as I can hit. Without like hooding the face, that's about as far as I can hit that 56. I don't know how some of you guys, you get like 80 yards out of your 60 degree somehow. One moment, my life's in shambles. I was walking back, I just knocked over that fresh Miller latte that I had about 2 sips of. My projector sounds like it's been struggling as of late, and I just spilled some of that beer directly into the remote, so that should be fun for the next time I come out here. I'm gonna have to start climbing up a ladder to turn the stupid thing on. All right. Deal with that after, I guess. 117. Stice chat arrival. What's up, Stice bot? Letting the equipment have a little fun. Off day. A little bit of off day for the equipment. I knocked that over. I knocked the mic off the table, off the snack tray over here. So the mic probably turned on for a second. You probably heard it fall. And now there's... Stice has holes in his screen. I got beer in my remote. That's where we're at. I think 60 minutes may cover my beer in the remote issue. And I got a nice concrete skid mark on the outside of the Hollyland case now, too. Struggles are real. Well, if you wonder what happens to like the super chat, like money or anything like that, it goes to buying new remotes that are filled with beer. That's where it goes. All right, smooth pitch and wedge. Didn't draw. Decent contact, didn't draw. Sit. All right, soft greens, caw. We're on the scoreboard. Someone's gonna put up like 15 under on this. Part tighty, part whiteys, part screen. It does look pretty good though. That picture, to be fair, that picture was close up. He has showed it before on the stream, and you can't see it. I know the camera's small, but I suppose concrete skid marks the ones on Stice screen patches. After a while, they become part of you. Yeah, I mean, you leave a skid mark there long enough, I think you absorb it, whether it's a screen or your tighty whiteys. Kind of like that remote just absorbed the beer. It just becomes one after so long. Oh boy. That was off the planet, right? Believe it or not, that was toey. That face was just wide open, though. Opens up over here. Beautiful part of the course. What is that, 94? Up to about a hundo out of the roughy rough. So we're looking at soft greens, probably about 100, maybe even 102. Spilling beer in your remote, not dialed. Terrible strike. That was slappy and heely. Get off the green. Go if you're going to go. Chip this sucker in. So it's 11 yards out of the fairway, but it's soft greens. So for this thing to go in, probably going to be, it's uphill too, probably going to be about 9-10 yards. It's not going to roll out much. Nope. Hmm. 271 down 14, but that's with the dog leg in it, I think. Not a driver hole. We're going 3-wood. May even be too much if I actually hit it the way I want to. toey. Maybe okay, though. All right. We gotta get another Sticeman sighting in TNT, I think. $15 out of the rough. Soft greens. Holes in the screen, soft greens. Probably an 18 with the rough. Maybe even 19. Probably want 14, 15. Oh. Hoosier, what's up, buddy? Hoosiers? Did Feel Good Tour first. I think you guys will like that this week for Twisted. That was a fun little change up from Captain Frank. Did Feel Good first. Now this is Flying Fat Kids League, which for once he actually set it up pretty fun. It is a auto putt break 50 is what he called it. Forward tees, firm fairways, soft greens. Wasn't hit horrendous. The face was just open. Oh, man. It's going to be a 3-putt. Go in the circle. Go in the circle. Go in the circle. No. I take it all back. This isn't fun. Newbie question. Can me and a few buddies play on the same sim in a scramble online? Or are odds of finding others very low? What do you mean? So one, yes, you can play. If you have, so like, say you and 2 other people, if you want to find, say, one other person to do a 2v2 or do like a 4-man scramble together, yes, you can do that. You can have, whether it's local or online, it's an 8-person max. So you can do 4v4, you could do 8 on one team, you could do 2v2v2, 3v3v3, or not 3, but you get the point. 8 people max. You can have as many people locally as you want. You can also play online. It will take a little while, depending on how you do it. But yeah, you can do that. You can play, like, for example, if it was you and your 2 buddies and me, I would join the online room. You guys would all be local, and you can do whatever you want online. For us, I would say, on average, 4-man scramble is about hour and 45 minutes. That we usually do for TNT. 2v2, you're probably about 2 hours. The sim golf is awesome. The only problem is the scramble is definitely quicker, especially if you do auto putt. It's way quicker. I would recommend that. The putting takes forever, but the sim, unfortunately, if you're playing by yourself, it gets kind of multiplied per person. So on average, I mean, I play slow because I'm reading the chat and whatnot, but I play around usually in about 45 minutes to an hour. But if you're got 2 people playing around individually, then you're like 2 hours. You got 3 people, close to 3 hours kind of thing. Stays talking about his tighty whities again. Underwear. Very versatile. If you do 4v4, you're better off playing your own GSPro lobby. Have all in the same Discord channel. Yeah. Yeah, outside of SGT. You could do SGT if you want to do like a course record, but everyone would have to have SGT. I could show you after, Josh, once we get done with this, but you just do a regular online match. You add your local players. You add yourself will already be there. You add, say, 2 or 3 other people locally, and then you share the room or invite the other guy to join it. You play around about 35 minutes. Hosel just talks to us fools. Takes him forever. Well, I mean, what do you think on average, though? I don't think my time frames, right, when you're playing online, I don't think that's crazy. Like a 2v2, you're probably looking at about 2 hours. No draw. What is this? Is that OB? Yep. Thanks, J Glove. More push-ups. That's 20 now. We'll roll around like a guppy. We'll roll around like a beach guppy first. Just for J Glove. Oh. Freaking elbows and shoulders were cracking on those. Hosel commentary. The commentary and the push-ups. 2v2 online is at least an hour and a half. Yeah. But if it's one of those things where they're coming over on like a Sunday afternoon and you have some time, it'll definitely be quicker than playing it outside, obviously. But all right, let's try that again, I guess. Not hitting driver that great. There's been a couple that weren't great swings and they were okay. But I don't know if I've hit one yet today where I said, wow, that was hit well. That's left. God. Now we're going to battle out of these freaking trees. Jeez. Good job. That's the move that got your wife pregnant. The beach guppy. You pull that one out for the anniversary. Special occasions. I was going to hit hybrid. I don't know what's going to happen out of here. I think we're clear, but you never know. Oh, hit terrible. There you go, Stice, man. 3.6 VLA just for you. Gonna come all the way off this stupid hill. I'm probably hitting this again. Maybe even 3 would. This is why I don't play later in the day, J Glove. $154. I think we're just going to start clubbing up. He was trying to get the 8 iron to this type of distance before. We're just going to hit a 7. Hey, what's up, Mike from Maine? How do I get down on some TNT? You're already in the Discord, so all you got to do, it's the... I know it's if you're not used to Discord, it could be a little bit confusing, but it's under... There's a Thursday Thunder section, and it's under TNT poll. So all you do is you can select multiple times, or if you're only available, you pick whatever time works the best. So we have everything's Eastern, which should work for you up in Maine, but 6 p.m. Eastern, 8:45 Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, or I think 11:30 now for the West Coast guys we added, or you can select any if you're flexible, but I usually do the 6 p.m., but whatever time frame works, you just you click on to vote on the poll, and that's it. Soft greens, soft greens, soft greens. Double. True pisser, Stice, man. It's gonna piss, let it piss. That one pissed. What are these OB lines? I was hoping I could press J and it would go away, and that was not the case. Well, we're playing like crap anyways. Let's try to drive this sucker. It's going to be too much club. I'm towards the front of the green, so we're probably like maybe 265, 270, down 15. Should be a 3-wood, but I'm hitting that like crap too, so might as well just mishit a driver. Come off that. No, not that way. This is fun. 20 downhill out of the deep rough. So it's down to 17. Up probably another 4 from the deep rough. Soft greens. I don't know, 15, 16. 12. Should have called it quits after 1. What course is the 2v2 scramble on? Gilded Dunes. For the HRG club, for the 2. Well, you can do 2v2 if you want to play with another group, but it's just you and the other guy, so it's just 2-man scramble to make it easier. Easier usually to schedule with 1 person than 4. But it's Gilded Dunes, and you do on the SGT website, if you're logged in, you do the 2-man SGT scramble course record. Just make sure you don't do the tips. If you've never done it before, I can walk you through it, but you just type in your partner's name, or he can do it for you, and you invite the other person, and then the other person accepts it. Par after all that. Should have taken my butt to the range, I think. Crazy thing about golf, though, I feel way better, at least like my body feels way better than it did yesterday, and I'm hitting it way worse. Pretty bad. $27 out of the rough, soft greens. 25, 27 maybe. 25. Man, these par 3s are strong. We got really short par 4s. Now we got, this is like the second 200-yard par 3. Let's try a little smoothie 3 hybrid up there. This always works out. It's a good distance, but I tugged it. $26 out of the rough. Probably need like a 25, 27. Go. 25. Oh, French bounce saved me. Not looking like much of a driver hole, but could use a little boomerang action here. Hug these trees. Did I clip it? Maybe? Or is it just uphill? $61, $64, $65 out of the rough. Short. Get a fringe bounce. Dialed. Soft greens are like sandpaper. Better swing. Not a great par, though. All right. Let's not even aim and actually try to hit it straight. If I always hover driver, yeah. I used to hover everything, including putter. The driver kind of just I stuck with it, mainly because I use the taller tee. Goes to show, it doesn't work great. The whole point of it is to promote a smoother takeaway and kind of get your brain used to where the middle of the face is, where the ball is, but it doesn't work great. I just feel like if I hover it, I need that tall of a tee to be able to hit up on it, but I feel if I don't hover and I ground the club, then I'm going to hit even more down on it and feel like I'm going to sky it. But yeah, I used to hover everything. Better-ish. Eagle. A lot of OB and water here. Healy. Oh, God. More push-ups. What is this, like 40? I think I'm 20 and 20. Oh, we'll probably do it again, too. Maybe we'll just stay on this hole and get a little impromptu workout in. What do you guys think about that? The one time I can't fade it, and I fade it. Team Tall T. Teed up on a driver shaft if I could. Push-ups is why I run out of gas. I'll be out here, hopefully, for me, regular time. So, like, closer to maybe 12, 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there. Hopefully it's warmer, too. A little bit colder. I was asking you yesterday. I think it was, you said it was 42, and I think it was 46 here. Right now it's 42 in the garage. I don't know what it is outside. I hit that one better, too. Don't go OB. Ah! Is it in? No. Ah! Someone start the clown music. All right, let's do it again. No, no heater. Uninsulated. Heated socks. Watch this. This time we're going to aim a little bit left, and we'll probably duck hook it into that water. Go right in the water. What was this for? 6 into a par 4 from 281. I have the propane J Glove. Boogeyman Bill was kind enough. I got the same one as him. That was last year, about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. It's not the torpedo though. It was the Mr. Buddy one where it sits on top of like the gas propane heater. It works good, but it's an infrared heater, so it doesn't do anything for the space. It's just pissing it away. It heats you decently, but I was going through, depending on how much I was playing, I was going through a decent amount of propane. So I just bundle up, and honestly, the heated socks, that's why I haven't been using the propane. The heated socks do more for me than the, in terms of keeping everything warm. The heated socks do better, and they're just rechargeable than the propane heater. 16, I don't know, like a 22, 28. There's a snowman. Not great. Concrete deep. Dang, you go from 20 degrees to 65 in about 20 minutes? You have like propane for your house though, or are you buying tanks? That must eat through a bunch of propane, no? I think Danko got one of those. He never set it up though, I don't think. He got insulation and I never bothered with it, I don't think. May still be in the box. For golf's sake, what's up, buddy? I'm doing okay. Do better if I can hit this thing the way I want to. Closer. Tried to hang back on it. No draw, but... Oh! That was almost more push-ups. Um, 86 out of the rough. Soft greens. Sit. Tank per month. It's actually not too bad. 220 volt heater to keep the temp consistent. That was a close one. Nice shot. Thanks, Brent Lee. All right, 18th hole. We are one over for an auto putt break 50. See if we can do another one of those drives. It didn't draw. We're not even gonna. Oh, maybe we'll aim. Maybe we'll aim left. We're gonna go right down the middle. Hopefully, we clear that water. Off balance. Into the D. Into the rough. Thanks for golf's sake. Blind squirrel finds a nut. No draw. I think it'll be a decent distance. No, it's long. All right, let's go to the range. Try to hit this driver a couple times, and we'll call it a day. 744. Toast, you had to re-up GSPro for a year, going by quickly. I'm coming up, I think, in April next month. Next month, I'm coming up. Ten pars, 4 birdies, 1 eagle, 1 bogey, 1 double plus. It's just a day of checking out what we can do on the scorecard, apparently. I will say, though, anyone left watching, especially if you're a Square user, I did a little review video earlier. I'll let you know in the members channel. You gotta decide if I want to put that video out before the GC3 stuff is done, or put it in between, rather, in the middle of the GC3 stuff, or wait until it's done. Jeez. When in doubt, change the driver settings. I should have taking note. I couldn't remember last night when I took this off to put the club sticker on. I couldn't remember if I had it. It was one click up from lower, but I couldn't remember if I had it in the upright setting or not. All day today was in one click. The suspense. It was one click up from lower, but it was in the standard. Now we are one click up from lower in the upright. We'll see if that solves everything. I don't know if we're getting 275, but I'd be pretty happy with like 260, 265. Oh yeah, that looks way better. I think this is how it was before. So we can blame all those bad swings on the driver setup. Didn't draw, but not bad. Crazy how much better the club looks behind the ball in that slight upright position. Okay, we're back. I don't know, Hoosier, if you've been watching or Toast. I have been doing something slightly different the entire time. I don't know if you picked up on it or not. Spinny. Oh, I caught the net. You got to get the hands higher. That's what I was doing the other day and it was working. Love those draws. Me too, if I can control it. That's what I'm trying to play. Oh. That kind of hurt my hands. Man, that one actually felt like it was closer to the middle. That one finally felt good. Ball speed creeped up. I don't know what it is. Some days I get set up behind the ball and it just looks right. Other days I just can't seem to get my eyes comfortable behind the ball. 265 draw, and we'll call it a day. Eh, 160 ball speed, kind of hooky. Kind of counts, but that wasn't great. Man, same thing. .265 fade. Just off the planet. Both ways. Wasn't the best swing, but those are the numbers we were looking for. Only 4.5 up, though. I got to get back closer to 6 degrees up on the attack angle. Lower ball speed, but that was high toe. Carried 270. Rolled out to 292. That's it for me. Got out the old driver head cover. Hopefully my remote still works. We will go back to the drawing board and hit it again tomorrow. Hopefully we play better. Feel good round wasn't too bad. We had a good start, but kind of fell apart. That was very up and down, really inconsistent. But appreciate you guys watching. Let me look at, I think it was Flying Fat Kid sent a super chat and Golf Guy Grant. I can't remember if I'm not mistaken. FFK with the 499. Where's Hosel and what'd you do to him? That was at the beginning when I had 2 eagles in a row and then we fell apart. Golf Guy Grant became a member. Much appreciated, boys. I'm out of here until tomorrow. Figure out what we want to do. Maybe wait for stroke until maybe Wednesday. We'll see how we're hitting it tomorrow on the range, but we'll see. Catch you on the next one.